Right now, your digital assistant could be making critical decisions for you, like what coffee to drink, which route to take, and even who to stay in touch with. Sounds convenient, doesn't it? But there's a hidden danger that could jeopardize your autonomy. Many of us rely on these digital helpers without a second thought, believing they simplify our lives. However, what if they are actually clouding our judgment? The warning signs are there, yet we often ignore them. Imagine this: you're late for an important meeting, and your assistant suggests an alternate route. You trust it blindly, only to find yourself stuck in a traffic jam. Frustrating, right? This reliance is eroding your instincts, and that's where the real danger begins. Have you ever brushed off that uneasy feeling because your smart speaker assured you the weather was fine? You step outside only to get drenched. That's not just bad luck, it's a clear warning that your digital assistant might be leading you astray. Each small misstep can snowball into larger consequences. So, why don't we overlook these signals? Trusting a digital voice often feels easier than trusting ourselves. But the more we lean on these tools, the more we risk losing touch with our own judgment. Picture a life where you second-guess yourself at every turn, all because a device dictated your choices. This isn't just a minor inconvenience, it's a slippery slope that can impact your relationships, career, and well-being. Before you consider tossing your digital assistant aside, think about this: what if you could regain control without completely cutting off this technology? It's about finding balance. Start questioning every suggestion and trust your instincts again. Reflect on the times you've relied solely on that device. What if you had paused to analyze the situation through your own lens? The power is still in your hands, even if it feels like it isn't. So, take a moment to ask yourself, are you allowing a machine to dictate your life? The next time you reach for that voice, pause and consider if it's truly guiding you or merely echoing your own comments. In the end, the real decision maker should always be you. The next time you hear that familiar tone, remember to listen but don't forget to think. What if I told you that your digital assistant might be leading you into a dangerous trap? You're not alone. Millions of people are unknowingly placing their trust in these algorithms, and it could cost you more than you think. Imagine relying on your assistant for crucial decisions, from financial advice to daily scheduling. Sounds convenient, right? But what if that convenience masks a darker reality? This is the hidden danger of depending on digital assistants for important choices. Picture this: you are running late for a meeting and ask your assistant for the quickest route. Moments later, you find yourself stuck in an endless traffic jam. It happens all the time, doesn't it? But what if this isn't just a simple mistake? What if it's a warning sign of deeper issues? Digital assistants learn from patterns, but they can also amplify flawed ones. If your patterns are skewed, like always choosing the same coffee shop, your assistant might think that's your only option. What starts as a minor inconvenience can quickly snowball into missed opportunities. Now, consider this: your assistant isn't just giving you directions, it's influencing your decisions. What if it starts suggesting financial choices based on your most frequent searches? If you tend to make impulsive purchases, that could lead you down a slippery slope. Many people don't realize these systems can be manipulated. Hackers can exploit your digital assistant, feeding it misinformation to sway your choices. Imagine unknowingly acting against your own best interests because your assistant led you astray. Let's raise the stakes. You are working on an important project and ask your assistant for the latest data. It pulls up outdated or incorrect statistics. You present this at a crucial meeting, and suddenly your credibility is on the line. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a threat to your career. So, what can you do about it? It starts with awareness. Question everything. Don't take your assistant's word as gospel. Cross-check information and diversify your sources. Take a moment to reflect: how often do you rely on your digital assistant for important decisions? The convenience can be tempting, but it's time to recognize those hidden dangers before they lead you astray. Next time you ask your digital assistant for help, pause for a moment. Are you really getting the best advice or just the easiest? If this resonates with you, hit that subscribe button for more insights that could change how you interact with technology. Have you ever thought about who's really in control when you ask your digital assistant a question? The answer might surprise you and could change how you interact with technology forever. Imagine facing a big decision, like a job offer or a major purchase. You turn to your trusty assistant for guidance, confident it will lead you in the right direction. But what if relying on this digital helper could steer you toward a risky choice? Many people overlook the hidden dangers of depending on digital assistants for important decisions. It feels convenient, right? Yet, behind that convenience lies a web of biases and limitations that can skew your judgment. Bias For example, if you are trying to choose a new car and ask your assistant for recommendations, it might suggest options influenced by algorithms that prioritize paid ads over genuine user satisfaction. Suddenly, your dream car don't seem so dreamy anymore. Think back to the last time you asked your assistant a health-related question. It quickly pulls up information, but how often do you question its accuracy? In a world where misinformation spreads rapidly, trusting a digital voice without a second thought can lead to serious consequences. As these technologies evolve, they learn from your preferences. Sounds great, right? But what if they start nudging you toward choices that align with their programming rather than your true needs? You could find yourself trapped in a filter bubble, only seeing options that reinforce your existing beliefs. Let's take this further. Imagine you're in a tense moment, trying to decide whether to invest in the stock market. Your assistant can provide data, but does it truly